Nicholas is asking, what are your thoughts on the statement that veganism is better for humanity in the domains of pandemic prevention and the environment and prevention of obesity and cardiac disease? You'd have to be so paranoid. I was like, can I even say the word pandemic?
YouTube, pandemic. YouTube.
Pandemic. It's so bad.
Wait. Well, I don't know about that. So, I think I might have it. The prevention part, I have no idea where you're getting that from.
Well, the idea is that, well, with this latest thing, there's various theories about how this happened, but one of them is the wet market, right? And same thing happened with the bird flu, I believe. It was improper poultry and meat handling. So if you didn't consume animal products, that takes out a huge variable. I'm assuming that's the thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But I don't think that's sure. But it's not, for that to happen, wouldn't everybody have to be like, I mean, I guess it reduces the chances if more people are vegan. Okay, I'll give you that part. Okay.
So what about the parts about the environment and the prevention of obesity and cardiac disease?
Okay, so maybe the prevention of the pandemic, maybe you have a point. Again, I don't know, but it seems like you might have a point. Okay, environment, you do have a point with environment. Yes, prevention of obesity, I don't buy that one, because like the whole point of preventing obesity is to be healthier, and you can, like, if you are completely vegan, you will be healthier if you just add a couple of sardines to your diet. Okay, and that's not going to make you obese. Okay, so you are missing you're missing a lot of health benefits if you're completely a vegan that you could just get from by not having to eat. You don't have to eat chicken or cows. You could just add just a few sardines to whatever you're eating as a vegan, and that would be a net benefit to your health. Okay, so, and that's not going to cause obesity. Some people act like not being a vegan requires you to, I don't know, just be eating like, fried chicken all the time, right? I mean, you could technically be obese with being a vegan if you're eating fried chips, and cakes, and there's a lot of things you could get obese over if you're a vegan. But if you're trying to be healthy, like, you could eat, like, okay, so even if you think like even for moral reasons you don't want to add sardines because sardines like have brains, you could I don't, like, what's the argument vegans might have for eating, you could add mussels to your salad, right? Or yeah, those don't have brains. I don't think that you need to worry about them being upset. All right, adding mussels like, what's the moral argument for not eating mussels? They don't even have brains. They can't get upset. Why don't, I mean, I also think like sardines, technically you're not doing them much harm by eating sardines because I don't think the way they die when we catch them is much more brutal than the way they would have died by themselves, right? And there's so much added benefits by just adding something like any kind of shellfish or sardines. Sardines is really good because it just has everything. It's just like nature's multivitamin and minerals all packed into one thing. It's unbelievable how much benefits you could get just by eating sardines. But I'm just saying, like, adding that to your diet is a net benefit to your health, right? And it doesn't require it doesn't add to obesity. Okay, in fact, it's getting the best kind of fat that you need, right? Because fat, not all, filled with omega-3s and everything, right? So, and cardiac disease, you see cardiac disease, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure omega-3 and stuff like that is good for your heart, right? And you need that. You get that from animal products, right? Even if you take fish oil pills. So not all form of meat is bad. Like we're not talking about eating greasy burgers or stuff which is bad for your heart, right? So yeah, technically being vegan is not the healthiest option, right? So don't use like these other arguments for veganism make sense, right? Maybe like you care about the environment, okay, veganism makes sense. I don't know about the pandemic prevention. It seems like it could make sense, but I haven't looked into it. It might make sense, it might not. But when it comes to health reasons, veganism doesn't make sense. Okay, morality, you might argue for moral reasons why you want to be a vegan, but for health reason, veganism doesn't make sense.
But it also depends on the person. So I have members in my family that went vegan for health reasons, and it did have a fantastic influence on their health for very specific reasons. But it really depends on
Anecdotal.
what. Yeah, no, I'm just giving an example. I know it's anecdotal. Uh, I was specifically saying it depends on your indications. For me, it makes my health a lot worse.
What? Oh, yeah. I think like on average, anybody could benefit from just like, I mean, there's so many things that you're missing if you're not eating any animal products that you would be better off with having, right?
To be fair, they do eat fish at least once a week. So
okay, if you're eating fish, you're getting all the benefits. You know, come on, they're eating fish. Okay, yeah. So, oh wait, Harris is saying, yeah. Harris is saying, yeah, for health reasons and even environmental reasons, vegans have heavily exaggerated their points. I don't know. Environmental reasons make actually kind of a lot of points, right? Like you imagine how much energy you're losing. I mean, actually, you're right. If I'm eating sardines, you're not like we're not feeding the sardines with like stuff. But okay, so if we're raising like pigs or cows, right? We're technically like making food come out of the ground. Like like imagine the calories lost, right? So we're using the sun and the soil to make energy, get the sun's energy into like plants that instead of eating ourselves, we're giving it to the pigs and the cows and the chickens to eat, and then we eat the cows and the chicken and the pig, right? Imagine the amount of energy that is being lost from the energy going to the plant and the plant from the plant to the animal. If we went from the sun to the plant and the plant to us, there's a lot of wasted energy that would have been saved. You know what I mean? Because the transfer of energy from plant to animal and then animal to us, that one extra step wastes a lot of energy, right? That we could have just directly got from the plant ourselves, right? So it's a very, very inefficient way of feeding humans, right? But we still do it because it tastes good. But imagine if we didn't do that, we could have fed a lot more people with much cheaper at a much cheaper price, right? However, when you're getting sardines out of the sea, you're not technically, feeding them with anything. They're just feeding themselves. Like they're just there. They already went and captured
Armin,
the
there are
energy.
fish farms
With sardines, okay? I'm not talking about salmon farms or like tuna farms.
I'm assuming that for mass production, there has to be sardine farms.
I don't think there are sardine farms, are there?
There has to be.
Yeah, people are saying sardines are sustainable food to feed the world. No, I mean, sardines are very sustainable. Are sardines farmed? They are not farmed. Nope.
Globally? Interesting.
Yeah, sardines, there's so much sardines in there. Yeah, sardines are not farmed as the life cycle of sardines does not lend itself to farming. There you go. Not farmed.
I don't know if I fully believe that, but this is not a hill I'm willing to die on. Really quickly.
Secular rarity is saying they are farmed. Well, I'm saying something else. We don't know.
Exactly. Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Callie, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.